As I stand in the pig barn in May, I realize our pig empire is growing. But the reality is, these pigs, they're not making us any money. If we stand here and look at the information, we still have our 500 pigs, and we have about 137,000 liters of food left. And in 2 more months, we'll have 750 pigs. As these 12 months old, we're going to be having more babies. The feed consumption is going to keep climbing. And honestly, I'm tired of doing contracts, burning my own diesel fuel, and taking care of other farmers' crops. Back in December, when we were selling blueberries and strawberries and run into the market, I saw a flyer for a production for sale. And I realized, and I thought to myself, what if I could buy that production? Maybe crops and livestock are where we need to be for right now, because the creamery is still a little bit out of our reach. The purchase price in that creamery is pretty expensive, and the owner is unwilling to sell right now. And then I realized I still have a vacant greenhouse. I have seed, I have manure from the cows, and I have a well full of water. So, like we did with the strawberries and blueberries, let's put something in there. But what should that be? I'm thinking to myself, what should that be? Aha! I know. Tomatoes. Let's grow tomatoes. I really truly think tomatoes are a functional and viable product. You can use them for many things. And well, I come from the grocery store, and we all know fresh produce is a way to a good customer's heart. As the last pallet gets strapped down, it's finally time. We have 13 pallets of tomatoes that we're going to take to its final destination. And I feel anxious and nervous about the steps that we're going to be taking. The pig barn is the foundation of our farm and will continually be the foundation of the farm. But we need some more income streams. We're not just going to keep doing contracts. They've helped us. They put some money in our pockets. They bought a field. They bought some equipment. But with diesel prices through the roof, and I'm tired of the wear and tear on my equipment. And this farm needs to start supporting itself. And honestly, the greenhouses have done way better than I expected. Instead of just selling tomatoes, we're going to turn them into something, because from my grocery background, selling raw product is great, but selling a product from a raw product is better. I don't want this series just to be about tractors and fields and pigs. I want this series to be about business, piece by piece, month by month, so that it's entertaining. The pigs have built us a solid foundation, but this production chain right now might turn this into a real empire. Now, this place is going to cost me a pretty chunk of change. And honestly, I really truly don't have an idea how it's going to pay itself off. But if we keep scaling and the greenhouses keep moving, we're going to need this. And we are buying ourselves a ketchup production facility. And this might truly, honestly become one of our biggest income streams. I met with the owner. I talked him down on price. And I got the price comfortably where I think I can make some money. Now, he wanted about $185,000 for it. But I talked him down to 150K. And that's right. It's ours. We own it. So there's only one thing left to do. Here we go. Let's get these tomatoes unloaded, unstrapped. Let's drop them off in the production facility. And let's get this ketchup place running. Now this ketchup facility is pretty fluid, and it runs pretty well. It goes through about 6,400 liters of tomatoes a month. And that's a lot. But there was one thing missing. I forgot to bring water. So we're going to run back to the farm, grab the water tanker. We'll come back, we'll fill this thing up, and we'll continue to get this facility, this production, underway. As we put 10,000 liters of water into the tomato facility, because that's what it requires to be fully functional and operational, just wanted to kind of break down some of the numbers for you. We dropped off 13,000 liters of tomatoes. Now it's not a 1-to-1. 8 tomatoes to 1 water equals 5 ketchups. So out of those 13,000 liters, we're roughly going to get about 8.25 pallets. Now I don't know what peak price is yet, so we'll look that up here in a little bit and see what we're going to make off of our first sale. We're going to sell this stuff yearly, and I think that's the best way to do it. We'll sell it at peak price. We need all the money that we can get. But I'm really not sure that 1 greenhouse is going to be enough, or even 2 greenhouses for tomatoes. But that gives us a long-term target, gives us something to look forward to, because expansion is what we're going to need. And eventually, we might buy a field and just fill it full of greenhouses. Who knows? But at the end of the day, we need this production. Now I pulled up the price in here and we're looking it over, and I think the best time for us to sell ketchup is in November, and it's about $1,800 per 1,000 liters. So that's going to make us some good money for our first pallets. Now we get another greenhouse or 2, and for producing more and more tomatoes, we'll be able to fill this ketchup facility up and see what its full potential is. I don't have the funds right now to build another greenhouse. Each greenhouse roughly is about $56,000. So one step at a time. We do have a barley harvest coming up next month, and we'll put that barley, that grain, into our bins to keep feeding our chickens, and we'll use the straw to help with the manure and the bedding for the animals. I'm excited for what is yet to come for the pig empire. I don't know about you, but I get the little buzzing feeling on the inside of me. I'm ready for the next step. We've done a lot. Hasn't been a year yet. We got a couple more months until we're a year into this. But our farm is growing every day. And we've learned along the way. One step at a time. 1 foot in front of the other. And we're going to continue to grow. And we're going to continue building revenue streams. And we're going to continue buying productions. And we're going to continue to make the pig empire its own empire. I have some thoughts and I have some ideas for where this place is going and where it's going to take us. But for right now, May was a really good month, and I'm excited to see what this ketchup facility can do for us and see if it can take us to the next level. Our friend and neighbors are buzzing and talking about it. They know what I've done, and they know what I can continue to do. So from Papa C to you, grow through what you go through. Have a wonderful evening.